here, welcome in my next video for HipKit Club. Today I will be creating this fun layout with florals and watercolors using March kits, and I will be mixing all the kits. The watercolor set from Vicky Boutin you are seeing right now on the screen was a part of color add-on kit in March, and I will use those paints to color my flowers. I cut them with Silhouette Cameo using one of the subscriber cut files for March designed by Kimberly. I really love those cherry blossoms and I'm going to paint them. I use white cardstock from American Crafts to cut them. So I didn't use any watercolor paper, and now I'm just going to paint them using various colors of paint, mostly pink with a little bit of red and a tiny addition of purple. I will also add green for the stems and yellow for the insides of the flowers. I'm so sorry for my voice. I know I don't sound like me, but I am sick again, so I might sound a little bit masculine. What I was going to say, oh, I am painting my flowers using just a brush, a little bit of water. You can cut those flowers from pattern papers or maybe a colorful cardstock, and you won't have to paint them. But I think painting the flowers is much faster way to customize them than cutting every single flower using different pattern paper. With American Crafts cardstock, you can easily add a lot of water on it, especially when you have cut files like that, because it has some kind of a cover that is very smooth, and it prevents the paper from tearing. Of course, you have to wait for the flowers to dry, because when they are wet they are gentle, but I really like using American Crafts cardstock with some small watercolor projects. Of course, you cannot paint on it using washes and waiting for the paints to mix, because they will instantly dry on the paper and you will not be able to move the color again. But when it comes to painting cut files like those, American Crafts cardstock is just perfect. Sometimes I use watercolor paper for this purpose, but today I didn't have any, because I just ordered a batch of watercolor papers, and I was desperately wanting to use those watercolors by Vicky Boutin. It's my first project with them. I wanted to try them. That's why I decided to use American Crafts cardstock. And when it comes to those watercolors, you have to remember that the colors that are on the labels on the tubes are not the same like the colors inside the tubes. So before you use the color, try it on some additional paper. Don't put it directly on the place you want them to be, because many colors doesn't look exactly like they are on the tubes, and you have to remember about this. But this paint set has very vivid colors, and the price is really good, so it's just minor minor things, and it's still a great product for the price, I think $10. I will also use this paper for my background. This one is from Flourish collection by Maggie Holmes. I printed 3 pictures from our trip to Holland 2 or 3 years ago. We were visiting Holland in late April, and this is the time when the tulips blossom all over the country, and we visited the Keukenhof gardens, and those gardens are filled with numerous tulips in special arrangement in many colors, shapes, and it was really a great day and a wonderful adventure. And Maya was so tiny back then, and she was like, "Oh, what the colors, and look at these pretty flowers, mommy." She really liked the number of colors that were surrounding the hair, and she wanted to touch every flower, and I had to guard her so she won't pick up the flowers because it's not allowed. But I of course snapped a few pictures when she was sniffing them and touching the petals, and I really liked those pictures. She's so cute. And now I will surround the pictures with the flowers I painted. The background I use is really pale, so the flowers will stand out from this background. I also added colorful frames behind my pictures. I used the papers from March Main Kit. The yellow one is from the Lizzie collection. The pink one is also from the Flourish collection. And now I'm trying to arrange my flowers. I tried this arrangement before, that's why I have a picture on my phone, because when I'm happy with the result, I snap the picture. So I will not regret later that I can't arrange them once again. And I also glued down my flowers. I did it off the camera because it wasn't really anything important. Everyone knows how to glue stuff. And now it's time to add some bits and pieces to my composition. I like those flowers. They are from Flourish collection. The one on the branch is from the sticker set, and the bigger one is a vellum bird from ephemera pack. I thought they look so springish. I am not sure if I am allowed to say that. And I want to add them to my composition. I'm also adding few flowers in pink and yellow colors because they matches my page, and I know it will be the second project in similar color palette. But what can you do when you like yellow and pink color combo? I have so many projects that connects yellow and green, yellow and pink, because I really like how those two colors look together. I am also going to add those arrows from Pink Fresh Studio chipboard sticker set. They are covered with this rose gold foiling, and I will add a title with the rose gold. I was going to add so many embellishments like butterflies and flowers, but every time I added something I thought no, it's just too much, because the flowers are already busy and they are very decorative. Can I say that? You know, they embellish the page a lot, and you really don't need much of other embellishments. And now I'm creating a title using those rose gold stickers that were included in one of the March kits, and I'm adding just a Keukenhof, and I will also add sorry, garden, using those stickers from Flourish collection. It's a sticker kind of a book, I would say. It has 4 sheets of stickers. 2 of them are alphabets, 1 is inscriptions and some labels, and another one is also some labels. I really like elements of the collections like this because they are versatile and you can use them in many other projects, and end. And you don't have to use them in the same collection, because usually they are very versatile, because labels match everything, and you can use them in any other project, not only connected with the kids. um, I am adding additional drop of glue and behind my letters, because as you probably know, if you are a scrapbooker, the stickers doesn't stick well. They are pretty and I really love using them, but I always add my own portion of glue behind every letter. The exception are the foam stickers, because they on the other hand stick very well, and they stick that well that sometimes it's really hard to reposition the letters after you are not happy with the title and you want to remove it. With the stickers from chipboard it's really easy, but with the stickers made of foam it's not that simple. And my final step is to add those enamel dots. They are from Pink Fresh Studio, the Case of the Blast, I think, collection. But I only use the light pink and yellow ones, and I really love the effect. I must admit that you can't see how great this page is on the pictures. You can't see how dimensional and how delicate the flowers are, and it really looks much better in real life than in pictures. Here are the few close-ups of the page. I am happy how it turned out. I hope you also like my page. Once again, sorry for my strange voice, but I don't think it's going to be better soon. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check the Hip Kit Club site for the kits and inspirations. Bye bye.